Have you allowed someone else to take, or that you've given someone else your power and your authority because you have made the statement that many, many people make? I want to share with you today to unlock your brain, to unlock your mind. You know, you have boundless, limitless power on the inside of you, and you have absolute power to make the decisions that you make. All the people on the outside of you, this is what I mean by absolute power. All the people on the outside of you cannot make the decisions for you. You are the person that is in control. And so now take your God given power and authority. And not only that, He has given you a mandate. He has given you a mandate to have dominion, to take dominion. The first thing you have to do is take dominion over this, over your mind. I did a teaching on psychological warfare, self psychological warfare. What I taught in that teaching was how to have your mind and your heart together. Many people, and you may be one of them, has where their mind is in one direction, but their heart is in another. It's like being in a relationship, being married to someone, and your heart is for someone else that you have pined for all of your life, but you're married to someone else. And every time that person that comes near you, even though they may be a kind person, a nice person, as people would put it, or any of those things, you are thinking about that person that was in your life so many years ago. This is called compromising. And this is something that many people have done with their future, have done with their business, has done with their opportunities. You have settled for less than who it is that you are. But today, I'm going to give you some tools to break out of it, not to break out of that marriage or whatever it is. That may take a whole lot more. But what I'm talking about in the areas of your mind, when you are stuck, you feel like you're stuck. You can't move this way. You can't move that way because of some decisions that you've made, because of things that you have allowed to hold you in bondage, to hold you in shame and in embarrassment. I talked about that on Monday's program. You have the king in you, the king in you, whether you're male or female. This is a spiritual thing, so it has no gender, but the king in you has absolute power to make the decisions. This is the way that God created you. You can cut anything out of your life so that you can start to go in the direction in which you know that you are to go. Here it is. No one can stop you. Circumstances that you may have to go through, they may be difficult, but with this brain, with this mind that God has given you, it has boundless abilities. It can go into different realms. It can start to think about things once you decide that nothing is going to stop me and nothing can stop me, that the only one that can stop me is myself. When you realize just how valuable you are to you, be valuable to yourself first. And then you can be valuable to anyone else. You know, when you get on the airplane, here's a story. When you get on the airplane, they tell you, I want you to put your mask on first. If this falls down, if oxygen starts to leave the plane, then a mask will fall. Put your mask on first. Take care of you first. In other words, take care of you first so that you won't be dizzy trying to take care of someone else, so that you have enough breath in you and you have enough power in you, that you have enough energy to be able to help someone else. This is what each and every one of us has to do. You are the only one that can make these kinds of decisions. If you can see yourself, we talked about this before. I want you to start to see yourself in the place that here it is you want to go. I don't care what it's been in the past. What it's been in the past, turn a blind eye to that. Whatever mistakes you've made. I mean, I don't care if you were a person that turned tricks. I don't care if you were a person that sold drugs, whatever it is. I mean, even if you were a murderer and you've been to prison and you got out, don't let that stop you. Don't let any of the things, well, someone abused me and someone did this to me and I was trafficked and this type thing happened and this type of thing happened and my mother died and I was raised in poverty and I have this mindset. You can change your mindset anytime. I am a witness to that. I am one of those, and many of the things that I just spoke about, these are some of the things that happened. I was never a murderer, any of that, but at any rate, a lot of other things. I mean, jail, all of these things happened to me in my past. But do you think that I'm going to let what I did in the past and what happened in the past control my now? No, those things have been paid for a long time ago. And so therefore, the person I am right now is the person that I'm looking at, is the person that has a future, a person that has a hope. You can utilize everything that has happened in your life to help someone get to where it is that they're going. The next thing is that along with your having absolute power, sometimes I forget and I wrote myself some little notes here. You personally you have to own everything that's happened in your life. You have to own your mistakes. Okay, I did that. So what? Okay, it's over. I did that 20 years ago. You know, here's an interesting thing in politics. People bring up things that people did 20, 30, 40 years ago and whatever it is, and they try to blackmail them, white mail them, yellow mail them, whatever kind of mail it is. They try to do that to them now. What I did way back then, oh, yes, I did do that. Yes, I did do that. I did do that. What do you want me to do about it now? That's who I was. Now, are you the same person that you were 10 years ago? Should I go and look and find out what's going on with you? Don't let those things bind you. Don't let those things make you paralyze you so that you're ashamed and go forward. Tell it before it's known. Go ahead and say, I did a lot of horrible things. I have this one young man that I was speaking one day and I told a lot of my past. I don't know why, it was in a story or whatever. And I was telling about many of the things that I had done. And there's been a lot of horrible things that's happened in my life and horrible things that people did to me and some horrible things that I did to other people. But here it is. I was talking about that. And I said, it's so interesting. Yeah, I'm almost like the Apostle Paul. It says, I have harmed no man. I have no guilt. I have no any of that, because where I could make restitution has been done. But there is nothing that I can do about that now. But I, nor you, have the right, and I mean the God-given right, to let that ruin your whole life. You owe yourself more than that. You owe yourself. You're the only one that owes you. You owe yourself the right to be the best you that you can be, to grow into that person that has something on the inside of you that you can share with the world. The world is waiting. People are waiting for you to show up in the authenticity of who it is that you are, in the power of who it is that you are, and allowing yourself to occupy the territory that has been given to you. You have been given territory in the earth by Almighty God for you to conquer. Now be like Joshua. Be like those people and be like Joshua. Joshua went forth and he conquered. Caleb, even though he was an octogenarian, he was in his 80s. He says, I am stronger now. In other words, I am more determined now than I was in my 40s to take this hill. Be a hill taker. Take the hill. See yourself. He saw himself taking that hill. Allow your imagination. Allow your vision. Waken up many of the visions that you have. So, you have had pictures of yourself doing things great. So why not let the end of 2024, which in the Hebrew year is 5785. We're in 5785. Why don't you allow those things that were there that was grace to keep you and allow you to finish? Why don't you cut those off and then start with the new beginning and move with the momentum and the power that's on the inside of you to succeed? Go in the direction of your purpose. Go in the direction of the people that you choose to help, that you know that you're supposed to help. You and I, we were all assigned to something or someone in the earth, whether yours is science, whether it's math, whether it's different types of things, whether it's technology, whether it's people, whether it's a land. You and you only know it, and you only are the person that can take that territory. Be dominant, dominate it, and then watch and see how many people you will be able to help. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, share it, push the subscribe button and also the alert button so that you know the next time that I do a video. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.